G'day and welcome back to another video. My name is Glenn and today we're just basically showing you some German banknotes, and we're going to discuss because it's old, are they valuable? Well, the simple answer is yes and no. It will depend on the actual product that you're actually buying, and with this example, these banknotes are about 100 years old, but they are not valuable. So this is one circumstance where the actual banknote is not valuable. And then you get some more modern banknotes, like, I don't know, $10,000 from Singapore, or even $10,000 from Brunei. There's a face value of $10,000, so that is valuable just in itself. So, and Brunei, they issue the $10,000 banknote, or 10,000 ringgit currently. So still, it's probably going to be a hard banknote to get. So anyway, we have some German banknotes. These are called Kassenschein, and are issued by the Reichsscheid, whatever that is called. I don't really want to brush up on my German. So they issued denominations in the range of 1 to 5, 20, and 50 marks. So these are not Reichsmarks. Someone told me that these are Reichsmarks. They thought because they're issued by the, some of them are issued by the Reichsbank, but the denomination is actual marks. So that's another thing we can talk about. Some people generally don't have any idea what the hell they're talking about when they're doing banknotes, but they come across, or they themselves believe, that they do know what they're talking about. So they're probably people that know a little bit of everything, nothing of anything. So that's where you come across those people. Anyway, so if you go to Numistar, it gives you in the comments section. So these banknotes issued between 1914 and 1922. So obviously they're Reich Debt Administration, Reichsschuldenverwaltung. Okay, and these banknotes were not legal tender. So they were not legal tender for 1 silver mark. However, they were accepted by all public treasuries, and the value is guaranteed by loans on industry and agricultural goods. So real things. You took out loans on, I don't know, machinery, or even crops or something like that, and they issue these banknotes in exchange. So I think it might be similar to the bond system that we use now. Even without the status of legal tender, they were de facto currency and used parallel country of the gold mark. So what they're talking about here is that well, these ones are not gold mark, these are papier mark, but I don't have any gold marks there. So these are inflation coins. There you go. That's a Reichsmark. See, it says Reichsmark. This one just says mark. Anyway, so this is a 1920 banknote. Oh, and another thing is that these banknotes value between $1 and $10. You shouldn't really be paying over $10 for a banknote in this quality. If you want uncirculated banknotes, that's a whole different matter, and they usually go for tens to hundreds of dollars. So the interesting thing about this, it's got the serial number. I think I showed this in another German video. So they got so this is printed into, so this is raised watermark here, or raised seal, and this is the printed one. So they still have a lot of security features, even though at the time 1920 1 mark is pretty much lost a lot of its value. And they also issued the 2 marks. This is in better condition, so this is probably more valuable than 1 mark. So I'm not too sure which one of these I got. So once again, you got the raised impression of the seal, and you got the printed one. And you got all the signatures down below as well. This one you can see the serial number a lot better. On the back, you just got the Imperial Eagle. So that's quite nice. And this is also a security feature on that banknote. Then you got the ones issued during the First World War, which are actually a lot better. So these have two allegorical features of women. You got the modified coat of arms, doesn't have the eagle. But you got the crown, the German crown. I've got a few of these in this condition, probably not worth for much money, but you just sell them with bulk, so that's nice. Then you got the 20. I don't think I have the 20, so this one's in pretty good condition. I don't see any holes in it, I don't see any tears on the fold lines, and it's a little bit faded, but I think this one has Hermes and Artemis. Someone can correct me on the gods, or I'll look them up in a minute. And oh look, my wife's dancing. That's very funny. Hey, awesome. Okay, so this one has the 6 numbers. The more common banknote you're going to get is with the 7 numerals. So they probably would have gone through A to Z on this one before they issued the 7 number combination. So that's a nice banknote in itself, although it is pretty common. Then we have the 50s. I think I showed these before. This one is the blue seal. This one is red. So the blue seal is usually taken to be later issues, although I've never found any information on that. And I like this one, like the dark colour, just like banknotes printed like this myself. That's why I like the Japanese 10 yen from 1930. Has a similar feel to it. So this is probably one of my favourite German banknotes. Then we get into the hyperinflation period. So the reason why I purchased this lot was this one, 100 mark. I don't have it in the collection. The rest of them I think I do. And this one here, costs about $5 to $10 if you wanted to buy one in this condition. I don't really see them in uncirculated. This is 1922, so started the hyperinflation period. And I'm surprised that this one has printing on the back. That one is August, so in July they did issue a Uniface 500. So obviously at this time period they were struggling to produce banknotes, so then they decided just to make them Uniface. So this one's pretty common, $5 to $10 for that one. Then we got, this is probably one of the most common ones, 1000 mark. So this was issued after these two were printed. September, obviously they still had a bit of quality in this banknote. This one has the star before, so you get star afterwards. You get all different types of serial numbers in this banknote. Yeah, it's probably about $5 for that. Yeah, probably not really. Probably less. I'll probably just sell the rest of the junk that I got. And the last one I got is Russian banknote, 10 rubles. So there's like 20, I don't know, I think like 30 or 40 different signatures. So the value of these banknotes depends on the actual signatures. So anyway, I hope this helps you with your banknote collection. Let me know which banknote you like. This one's not really the best, but you know, why not? Just collect anything. Thank you and goodbye.